Would you date a woman who has straight male best friends? Always platonic, but they are straight and male. Would you?
If you leave a good man to go and have a hoe phase, don't you dare complain when you can't find a good man in the future. Don't you dare complain. And if you're that guy that got left, you're a fool if you take her back.
Don't be coming over here talking about, oh, I know somebody don't play about you. Yes, they do be playing about me. They be playing Monopoly. They be playing Tetris. They be playing Uno with my motherfucking feelings.
And where have all the good guys gone? When you treat men like this, you scare away all the good men, and rightfully so. And you wonder why you're in relationships with toxic people all the time.
You in here looking sad. You still mad at me?
Yes, I'm still mad.
Baby, you always holding a grudge, though. Like, we can't never move forward. Like, can we just move forward and forget about the past for real?
You cheated on me this morning.
I'm saying you bringing up old stuff. Oh, my God. Like, can we move forward? That's why we can't never get...
You know, I don't think modern women understand you can't spend 10 years telling men their attention is harassment and then be confused when they stop giving you the attention that you said was harassment. It's not really a mystery. That's simple cause and effect. What are we doing here?
Okay, men are commenting in my TikTok saying that they don't ask girls out in public because of fear of getting rejected. Bro, men have to deal with so little. Your biggest op is fear of getting rejected. Like, bro, we have to have babies. You don't think we're scared of pushing that out of our bodies? Bro, man up, man up.
The quickest way to lose a king is by treating him like a peasant. You cannot keep disrespecting a good man because his love language is respect. A man will feel loved and valued when you respect him. Women crave love and men crave respect. Respect means everything to a good man. Do not lose a good man due to his kindness being foreign to you.
There'll be some men that you can't friend zone because they constantly remind you, not just that you're beautiful and you're great, but they remind you that there's some interest in you. So they'll remind you that they have some chemistry with you. Friend zone men will either never say anything, or when they do say it, they say it the same way a woman would say a compliment. Men that avoid the friend zone is they gear themselves naturally towards women they can see are attracted to them. There's some level of mutual attraction.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
The advice I would give to myself as I was a young woman would be to never marry. I could have done all the things that I have done without a man.
Girl, say less. We was finna do that anyway, okay? May this woman rest in peace and power. Please go check out the full video, guys. I'm gonna tag it below. I'm not against marriage, but if it's the wrong person, it's honestly just a waste of time. Focus on you, focus on your career, your goals, and your desires, and live your best life, okay? Because one thing I won't be is stressed until the day that I leave this earth. Y'all can go to hell.
These same women out here who say they don't need a man are the same ones asking where all the good men went. You told them to leave. You told them to leave. They left. They're not abandoning you. They're not doing you wrong. They're listening to what you said. And they're moving out of the way. What are we doing? Come on, guys.
3 things men do that women find so hot and attractive. Number 1, it's fixing things, whether it's changing the tire or fixing the tap. Us women love seeing a man use his hands to actually fix things because genuinely I can't do it and it kind of scares me. Number 2, hugs and kisses from behind. So don't let social media tell you that women don't appreciate this. Number 3, teasing her. Teasing her brings out the childish side of her and it makes her feel like she can be natural in her femininity and have fun with you. So don't forget to tease her and have fun with life.
Number 1 thing that makes a man think of you as wife material. Here's a hand to touch.
Let's be honest. If this was real, most of the pygmies would have been married by now, right? but it's not true. If you stop random men on the streets and you ask them this question, they'll have completely different answers for a very simple reason. They see women as wife material when they see one of their needs in them, especially the most important one. So the only way you can actually be a wife material in the eyes of someone is to know them very well and you know what they need the most. And when you give them that, there is a big chance they will see you as wifey material. But I don't really recommend that. It's giving very desperate and scared to be single, and we don't do that here. You should choose the man that sees you like the full package and not the one that picks you to fill his needs.
And a lot of these women, even though they be flat out lying, I don't know where any good men are. He's right in front of you. I mean, literally past him. These guys be standing in front of you or behind you in the coffee shop in line waiting to get their coffee. But y'all don't think, because they're not exciting enough and because they're quote unquote boring to you, that this is the man that you want. That'll be your business.
Women who want men to share more, to open up. Don't interrupt him. When he pauses, count to 30. Most men will come in at about 18, unless you're asking about feelings. Could be 3 days. Don't ever ask a question that isn't worth waiting for the answer. Women start waiting for the answer. And lo and behold, men start talking, which is amazing. Then they have a new complaint. Well, I listened to him for an hour and a half, and then he didn't listen to me. Reciprocity. Men show appreciation by take and use. Women show appreciation by direct reciprocity. I listened to you for 27 minutes. Now you listen to me for 27 minutes. So the men will open up and then they'll complain, but they're not listening to me. Well, that's a whole other thing. Get listened to by a man. He's not going to do it in return. He's not built that way.
A lot of these modern women out here be laughing at men and how they approach, how they dress and all that other stuff. And you laugh at a man when he's trying to get at you. He's being serious. You're laughing at him, you're making fun of him, and then when he stops, then all of a sudden you're crying. All of a sudden you're whining. All of a sudden, oh, the guys don't have the, they really don't have the courage that they used to back in the old days. Men used to go to war.
I just had a bit of an aha moment with a little bit of rosé in my system. Alex was just having a full-blown conversation with me. I mean, full-blown. And I'm on my phone. And listen, when I'm on my phone, anything could be happening around me and I wouldn't be able to tune in. I just can't multitask when it comes to my phone specifically. And he had this full conversation with me, and by the time I was able to register what he was saying, basically by the time it was too late, I looked at him and I said, if anybody ignored you the way I do, I would beat their ass. Because you don't deserve it. But from me, it's not on purpose, you know?
What's up?
Oh, now he's playing my game.
I don't want to raise another man's kid. And I said, do not do it. I said, the reason they're so nice to you now is because life has humbled them. When they had the world as their oyster, you couldn't tell them anything. So you have the right to create your own family. Be kind to them and wish them well, but that is not your responsibility. All right, ladies? So the longer you wait and then all the baggage that you collect along the way, it's just going to be harder for you. So do not listen to these women, older women or women in your family or social media or people telling you, oh, you got time. Don't worry about it. You do not. You absolutely do not. It is a very different world dating in your 30s. I don't know. I was married, but it's a very different world trying to date and get something real in your 30s. And then 40s and 50s, it just gets even harder.
These modern women don't really see anything other than their perspective. Why won't men ask me out? Why does he stare and not approach? Well, he stares because he thinks that you're pretty, but he don't approach because he don't want to end up on TikTok. You haven't given him any clear signs to say, hey, I can be trusted. I am a trustworthy person. So he just says, oh, she's cute. Let me go back to drinking my drink and eating my food, and I'm going to call it a night.
The one rule I refuse to break as a wife, I never make my husband feel small. You can disagree, you can express your feelings, but the moment you start belittling, emasculating, or talking down to your man, you've already started to destroy the foundation of your relationship. Respect isn't optional. It is the oxygen of your marriage. I don't care how independent, educated, or strong a woman claims to be. If you tear down your man publicly, privately, whatever, you're not powerful. You are poisoning your own peace. Because when a man feels disrespected, he stops leading. And when he stops leading, the polarity dies. And when the polarity dies, the intimacy disappears and you guys are done for. You want a healthy marriage? Feed your man respect, not resentment. A real woman knows how to hold her power without taking his. And that is the one rule I will never break, because that is what keeps our marriage unshakable. We need to bring polarity back into modern marriages because it is completely gone. We have lost it, and that is what's going to save your marriages. I guarantee it. Mark my words.
Here are my 3 must-ask dating questions in the early stages of dating. And remember, if you get uncomfortable asking any of these or being asked these, then we need to look at your emotional availability, baby. The first one, how do you see your life in the next 5 years and how does a relationship fit into that? The guy I dated right around the time I met Tech Guy said, I'm making my feature film and I'll be gone for 8 to 9 months. And I was like, cool, so a relationship doesn't really fit in. And then all of a sudden he realized that, and that's why we stopped seeing each other. Maybe this person tells you that they want to have 100 kids and move to the country and you don't want any. It's important to understand how the life that you want to build is aligning with theirs and if that even fits into the life that you want. The second thing, my favorite question, how'd your last relationship end and what did it teach you about yourself? Do they take ownership? This isn't about having a trauma dump. It's about understanding how something ended and the patterns that you start to see within them. And the third thing, what is the compromise that you've had to make since we started dating and how has that impacted our relationship? I asked that to Tech Guy and he said the texting. That way I was able to go, wait a minute, you've been compromising on texting? I've been compromising on that. So I could see that my partner was also putting time and effort in and it wasn't just me. Get curious. Don't be afraid to have the deep conversations, baby. You deserve nothing less.
So you have men out here that have stopped approaching because the risk reward ratio has kind of flipped on its head. You're risking embarrassment, rejection, and maybe even getting reported. And then you have to look at what the reward is for all of this stuff, right? The woman might not even respond. So you're risking all of this just to get clowned. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Man, him saying, yeah, Taylor, this is what you do, clearly is him just still egging her on when she is absolutely losing it. That is reactive, and I do not think she should be canceled for that. If every woman at 21 that was in a toxic relationship with a manipulative man had their worst moments recorded and sold on the internet, everyone would be a lot less judgmental.
Yeah, this woman is... Not only is the woman she's talking about Taylor Frankie Paul, whose video is going viral for slapping, kicking, punching her ex, throwing metal stools at this man that ricocheted off of him and hit her own child, to which she didn't care because she was in a full-blown state of rage. But the woman that made this video is also because the only people that defend abusers are other people who commit. And adding the whole, if everyone's worst moments with their ex were put online, you all would be a lot less judgmental. I would hate to see what your worst moments look like, girl. Because they must be bad. Women like yourself are exactly the reason why I make the content that I do. Because in the name of being a feminist girl's girl, y'all just lack accountability. It's always, what was he doing to provoke her? You sound like the guys that say, well, what was she wearing? You're the worst.
These modern women don't realize how insufferable they are. And so when a man pops up with a new woman in a week, they're sitting up there talking about, well, how come he was able to move on so fast? Well, first of all, you, for months, for years, haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing in the relationship. And so when y'all finally break it off and go your separate ways, this man don't really have anything to miss because you wasn't giving him anything in the first place.
Dumped a guy because when I asked him what his favorite thing about me was, he said my drive. That should be you. You should have some. Why is that what you find most attractive about me? Holy. And that's when I was like, oh my God, he doesn't have drive. That's why he like.
See, this is why you got to get advice from the unks. I'm going to tell you right now, growing up, we used to be scolded for not valuing women that had drive, that had ambition, that had career aspirations. That was the thing growing up. I had women genuinely look me in the eye and be like, yo, I'm trying to get a degree. Are you intimidated? I'm trying to make this salary. Are you intimidated? It's like they wanted me to say, yes, I'm so intimidated. I'm so impressed. I'm going to be honest with you, gang. This is stupid as shit. And I don't even like women with drive necessarily. It's on my list, but not on the short list. That being said, this whole idea that men wanting you to have drive or impressed or they believe your drive is noteworthy, that means they don't have drive? Brother, they probably found something in common with you. They're probably giving you your credit. That's all it is. You can't win with these motherfuckers. I swear to God you can't.
I got rejected by a man this week in a way that was kind of actually brutal.
I just want to say I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Fuck no.
Excuse me?
Nah, I'm good. Trust me. I don't know, you just kind of busted looking. I go for more like attractive.
Got it.
I have just had my first rejection in the whole of my life at 56, and I tell you what, it was the bitterest pill I've had to swallow.
I just want to say I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I got standards.
Party with me for bed while I tell you about the worst time I've ever been rejected by a guy. I literally have not told anyone this story because that's how humbling the experience was. Background info, I never ever approach guys first because I have anxiety.
I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Oh, thank you. But no, I wouldn't date you if I was straight.
I was rejected by a guy in the most embarrassing and humiliating way possible.
I thought you were really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
I'll be completely honest with you. No offense. I kind of look like Miss Piglet from the Muppets.
I think as a man, I would be, like, obviously scared to ask a girl out, but, like, you have to man up and just do it. But you guys probably get rejected so many times. Like, how do you just, like, become used to that rejection?
Hey, I think you're cute. I was wondering if I can get your Snapchat.
No, I'm not.
And I say this all the time. That person that they telling you, oh, don't talk to them, they crazy, they a weirdo, they don't know what they talking about. That person, go talk to them. Yeah, that crazy person, the black sheep, go talk to them. Because if you go talk to them, you will see and realize for yourself, this person ain't crazy at all. This person just not easy to manipulate. This person knows that you are a liar. This person has probably called you on your shit. This person sees right through you and knows that your character is actually pretty trash. Yeah, they not willing to drink that Jim Jones Kool-Aid, so you decide to single them out and do what y'all always do. Oh, they crazy, they crazy. Yeah, you singled them out because they wasn't on what you was on and told everybody that they was crazy. And the sad part about life is these people know that that's going to happen. Like, they're literally depending on it. They know that y'all are friends. They know that y'all are family. So they know they can literally tell y'all anything and y'all just going to believe it. Y'all going to run with it. Y'all not gonna talk to that crazy person, that black sheep, and actually figure out if what this person is telling you is true or not. No, you're not gonna do it. And they know that you're not gonna do it. Now here you go too. Oh yeah, I heard don't talk to them. They crazy. They See? Like, people will literally go so far as to tell you a person has a mental health issue. Oh, they schizo, oh, they bipolar, and don't nothing be wrong with them people. Whole time, the person that you getting your info from, that's the real weirdo schizo bipolar that needs some medication.
So, what do you personally think is wrong with dating today?
I feel like they want princess treatment, like they're not men.
You said princess treatment?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like men need princess treatment?
Yeah, they don't want to be like men, you know?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No more men?
I think the problem is that men like to be petty and sassy, and they wait for you to text them first.
Yeah.
They wait for you to slide up on their stories, and it's like, I'm the girl, so I'm not gonna do that, so we're not gonna go anywhere.
All right, tell your man slay queen.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
I think that social media just sets for unrealistic standards for relationships, and like it just puts everything out. So yeah. Men suck. I think social media just like puts like them in a whole nother world, like, bro.
I mean, y'all are pretty good looking. You guys look amazing. So I'm pretty sure that you guys get hella DMs. Yeah?
I can't say because
I can't say.
Can't say, huh? Okay. And one last question for you guys. Why don't men chase anymore?
Because they're girls. They want to be girls.
Because men think they're the prize now. But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, they think they're all that.
What's your names?
Alani,
Naomi,
Ruby.
Okay, and where are y'all from?
We're from like the IE. Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop being bitches. Yeah.
Be a man,
Be a man.
for them. All right, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wait, where can we find you?
You can't stop a man who goes to a restaurant by himself. I used to work at Olive Garden, and there was always this one guy who would always show up with white pants and a white shirt, and I was like, this guy's weird. He'd always sit at the bar, he would order a glass of wine and his pasta, and he would just eat and like set up his little phone on like a little napkin holder and just watch Netflix. He did this maybe twice a month. I always looked at him and thought, what a loser. First off, he's fit. What the hell is he doing here by himself? Does he not have friends? Does he not have a girlfriend? I was ignorant back then. But then I started to talk to him, and I realized that this was one of the coolest guys I've ever met. And I thought, there's no way this man doesn't have any friends or a girlfriend. And one day he told me, yeah, I used to be terrified of going to places by myself. And that's why I started exposure therapy. I started exposing myself to going to the movies by myself, going to dinner by myself, not caring what other people thought. If people saw me sitting by myself eating a meal and they thought I was weird, who cares? And not being afraid of being alone either, not having to depend and have my self-worth attached to how many people care about me, how many people are here with me, look how many friends I have. He said the moment he detached all of that from his mind is the moment that he became truly happy and free. I didn't know if this man was rich, famous, successful, poor. I didn't know that. All I knew is that he always had a smile on his face, and he had this level of confidence and charisma that it's very, very rare to see. A type of confidence that you really only get when you say "F you" to the world, and I'm going to live the way that I want to live.
So I just watched a video where a woman says that she left the man that she loved for the man that she deserves. And I just want to say, I find it very interesting that all these women are out here leaving what they describe as a good man, a loyal man, a faithful man, a man who has been good to them, who loves them, because they say he doesn't make enough. It all comes down to money. We know that because when you start talking about what it is that you deserve, you're not talking about a better man. You're talking about a man who has more money, a man who can provide the quote unquote lifestyle that you feel you and your future, not even existing, future children deserve. I find it very interesting, and I'm highlighting and focusing on some words here because I want you guys to understand that when you spend time with someone, when you spend years with someone who believes that they are pouring into you and that they are being poured into, who believes that they are growing with someone. This woman said she was with this person for 10 years and decided to leave him. I find it so interesting, and I want you to understand that when you find that man you believe you deserve, and he turns around and he does the same thing to you, it will be what you deserve. When he leaves you high and dry, because it was never about love, and instead it was about the tangible things, and when you no longer look how you look, and when you no longer behave how you did pre-children, and he leaves you because there was no feeling or emotion, no commitment to you, there was just a transaction, that will be what you deserve. Period.
Fellas, y'all gotta understand that chivalry is giving compliments, holding the door, just being a gentleman in general will get you painted as a thirsty nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying be a but be mindful. Not every woman appreciates a man that gives them compliments, tells them how beautiful they are. They got enough on their Instagram telling them how beautiful they are. They want to know what's the Cash App situation. What's your Apple Pay? You know what I'm saying? They want to get straight to that money. You know what I'm saying? Women nowadays their egos are so big, they feel like when a is being a gentleman and doing all of this, they feel like that's their scheme to try to you know what I'm saying? They so filled up about their body and how they look that, you know, they just can't accept anything You know what I'm saying? They feel like it's a trap. Oh, he's trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? They got out here paying their bills, paying for their nails and shit. They don't even tell you thank you. They say period. You know what I'm saying? You should have did that. That's what a man's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of who you being a gentleman for. You know what I'm saying? If you being a gentleman for ungrateful, you need to cut that out immediately. These hoes get paid and get rich. Now, I'm not knocking your hustle, but I'm just letting you know right now. All these hoes that y'all look up to, these OnlyFans models, all these hoes, they are getting paid off of goofies. So if every stop being a goofy, these gonna have to go back to Kmart. They're gonna have to work at Payless again. You know what I'm saying? They have to go work with her Bibby. Mop that flow. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be goofies out here, man. Y'all putting these hoes on these high pedestals, but there's a out there that just can't stay in that. He know the real her. So, hey, it's up to you to be a goofy, because I ain't going for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the modern day woman.
Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point though that that's the problem. Like there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not.
I'm gonna just stop it there. She's absolutely right. And I'm gonna start with this. She is the problem. This is the modern woman. She just said she wanted sparks to fly, like immediately. And then if sparks don't fly, she just discredits them. And she said she was with really good candidates of men, according to her. And what gets me is that, yo, everything's on fast forward with women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like they want things to be sparks to fly the first day. They want it to be right then and there. They want to feel something to know that it's real. When those things are built, if marriage was easy, everyone would be married. But it's not, because it takes a bunch of hard work. And it's, you know, nowadays it's 50-50. It would even work out. So with this one right here, again, you can already tell she's been through multiple guys, probably has a past, and now that she's ready to settle down, it's not easy with all the bad boys or, you know, whatever, if she was ran through or not, or she's had her fair share of men. Now it's to the point where it's hard to pair bond with someone, and she's looking at these men and they're not exciting her at all. You know what I'm saying? She's so used to a certain type of guy, she's so used to a certain type of way, that now that she's ready to take the next step, her mind won't allow it. The future is going to be in a terrible place, because this is the new norm. Everyone telling you what a man should be, and, you know, women trying to tell men what they should be, when it's not that way at all. The independent woman, she says she doesn't need a man anymore. And all those indoctrinations and all that advice, it all ties in to this right here. So in short, the future is fucked.
A lot of these modern women like to think that chivalry just out of nowhere. What men aren't chivalrous anymore? No. You guys decided that every man was chivalrous. You was gonna clown him. You was gonna make a fool of him. If a guy opened a door, you get an attitude with the guy. If you gotta pay the bill, then all of a sudden, oh, as he should, that's a bare minimum. I'm not continuing to do that anymore, because you're an idiot. And you say dumb stuff about it. Stop doing that.